Hey, hey. This isn't what I had planned on talking about originally in this episode, but it is what is filling my heart and mind in light of the things that a lot of people are dealing with two major hurricanes hitting, just within a few weeks. And earlier I was on my way to the store to grab a few more jugs of water. Not sure if I was going to find any available at this point, but my mind started thinking about storms and dealing with storms. Because if you are alive and breathing, you are going to be dealing with some storms, my friend. And I'm not just talking about tropical storms and hurricanes, talking about storms of life that we all deal with. And we have to be prepared. In the physical storms, dealing with that, the water jugs and the toilet paper, they're no longer available by the time a storm is rolling in, typically. You have to prepare ahead of time for what is coming your way. And it's the same with the storms that we face in our life that come in a multitude of ways. Sometimes it's a spouse walking out or facing devastating loss. And that is not the ideal time to try and figure out what you believe about life, what you think about God and all of the things. And I'm not saying that God can't reveal himself in the middle of all hell breaking loose. He can and will, and he does. But what a foundation that we can secure when we build our lives on truth ahead of time. Truth that no matter what the loss or devastation, in the end, we securely know that we win and our hope is secure. So not only do we need to be prepared for the storms in life, but we need to anticipate and expect God to be there in the midst of our storms. I love Psalm 91, verse 15 in the Message version that says, "I will answer your cry for help every time you pray, and you will feel my presence in your time of trouble." You and I, we never have to face any storm alone. No matter how physically alone we might feel, our God has promised to never leave us or desert us. Never. So no matter how long the recovery process seems to be for you or to be dragging out, and you find yourself wondering if things are ever going to come together, I promise you, your God will sustain you and he'll strengthen you through every moment that you will choose to intentionally look for him and to place your faith and your hope in him. Our faith, it must be steadfast, firmly fixed in place, immovable, firm in belief, determined. Psalm 91 verse 2 says, "He's the hope that holds me and the stronghold to shelter me." So here's what I'm praying today. I'm praying that whatever storm that you might find yourself in or facing today, whether it's a natural storm that has hit your area or is expected to hit your area, or it's a storm in your personal life that you're dealing with. Maybe it's relational or maybe has to do with your job. Whatever the circumstance that you find yourself in this moment, I want to remind you today that your story is not over. No matter what your circumstances might be trying to tell you right now, your story is not over, and that you can fully trust the author of your story, the one that holds all of your days in his hands, the one that has a plan and a purpose for you from the start. Psalm 46 verses 1 and 2 says, "God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea." Love you guys. Praying for you, standing with you, and we will talk soon.